We're back in the woods, and it's not Maine. Palm trees, warm weather. I'm wearing a t-shirt. There's gators, there's boar. I got my slingshot and sling rifle that I'm gonna tune up. Let's build a camp though. Let's get my bushcraft ideas are going like never before. We've been doing all this glampery campery stuff and all this power packs and solar panels and electric thises and all that, and now I'm out here in the bush again, in the woods, trees and vines and materials for starting fires and the vines right there for lashing a table together and I think I gotta build something and build a camp. I think if I lived here, I'd just build a fortress in the trees that went from tree to tree and I never even have to touch the ground. It's amazing. So we'll build the camp and then we'll be ready to catch and cook all the uniqueness of Florida right here in the woods. Whoops. I need to sharpen this one. You got these handy dandy little hangers on the trees to hang your stuff. Like, boom. This is so cool. I brought my slightly bigger crew tent here. I wanted a little bit more room for once I get the rest of my gear out. And I have an insulated layer for this. And if it does get really hot, then I got a plan for that too. This thing is huge. Saw it's like it's a piece of maple. So that'll make good firewood. I'm gonna have to go look for some resources. Traipse around. All kinds of game trails through here. Oh, that looks like boar right there. Perfect backwoods hot tub all ready to go. The pigs already wallowed it out for me. Just come back in here and throw some warm rocks in there and I got a hot tub out in the backwood. Have a little warm wallow for myself. Look at that. What is that stuff called? A little weed on the top. It's just covering it. I don't know how deep all that is in there, but I can see tracks going in, tracks coming out. And oh, there's some more wallows right in there. Oh man, they really do. That must be the general size of each of these. That's like 5 foot, couple of them maybe in the same spot, making some pits to wallow in. I wonder if I'll hear them down here in the night, like mucking around. Oh, skull deer of some sort, antlerless. Oh, some nice firewood. Nice hard firewood. Looks like we might be eating on the ground. I'll build something tomorrow. I gotta get a fire going. quite have to eat on the ground. Got our prep station. Let's see. Got our cutting board. Instead of using my hot sauce, we'll use some Swamp Gator. We'll use some of that to go with some tomato and stuff to make kind of a quick salsa to go on top of our gator bites and snapper. It's gonna be quite the feast. If you're wondering where the gator and snapper came from, I've been on the road for 3 days with my daughter Sparrow. Dead skunk, dead skunk, dead skunk in the middle of the road, dead skunk. I'm constantly having wonderful adventures with my daughters, but up to this point, most of them have all been fairly close to home within the borders of Maine. I quickly realized how awesome this adventure was actually going to be when I watched her experience a whole new world for the first time as we entered Bass Pro Shop. Have you ever been in here before?
No.
Isn't it crazy how big it is?
I feel like that's gonna fall on us.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, huh? All right, we bought a bunch of stuff. You got a big pillow for the ride, and I got a bunch of fishing stuff, and we got some sleeping mats. Time to hit the road again for a couple more miles before we sleep. What?
I just stepped in a puddle.
You just splashed yourself? We made it to Georgia, 10:30. Sleeping in the back of the truck again at the rest stop. 4 hours left to go. Come on, Sparrow, rise and shine. First sign of wildlife, there's a heron. You just need to take this in?
I love herons.
Aww.
I love herons. They're one of my favorite birds.
Right?
They're just so majestic.
4 hours to Crystal Springs. Get on the road again. All right, we have arrived at our first adventure. Let's go check it out. Here, bring it up. Let me see your face. A little hot chocolate in Florida. We're stopping to camp. Still gonna sleep in the truck. But we bought an official campsite so we could chill. Hey, look who's in the background of the video. Like always, for the past 2 years, Jackery has been powering our adventures. This is the Jackery 2000 V2 solar generator. They are the sponsor of this video and have sponsored a whole bunch of videos over the years. I've literally built an off-grid tiny house with the Jackery power packs. I used it to power my adventure on the world's tiniest houseboat. And even when they're not the sponsor of the videos, you'll see them in the back of my truck whenever I'm unloading or loading stuff, because that's what powers my adventures, charges the cameras. When I've been given so many power packs over the years, you might ask yourself, why is it Jackery that keeps coming with me? Maybe your first thought is I picked it because it's orange, and you know, I do like the orange, but it's not just that. The fact that they're so well made and they can handle low temperatures, they're super resilient, they're plug and play. It tells you right on the digital display how much time you have left with the item that you've plugged into it. You can hook up a solar panel and it charges in record speed times. And when you charge it before you go on an adventure, if you forget to charge it before you go out, it charges before I'm even finished packing. And when I'm out there, I simply plug it into the solar panel and it keeps charging, and it keeps charging my adventures. Unlike some of their competitors, the outlets are all in the front, conveniently placed. So no matter how big or how small your adventure is, Jackery has a power pack for you. Check them out, linked in the description below. And speaking of adventures, let's get on with ours. Sparrow and I spent 3 days exploring Florida and just having such an amazing time together. We gonna eat them?
He's too small to eat.
I'm just kidding.
I bet it wouldn't taste good anyway.
We kept the devices off and sat around the fire at night and just talked about all our dreams and adventures that we wanted to have the next day, or dreams and adventures for another trip another time.
Listen. Oh, this is probably my favorite part of every day. the night, because like you can hear crickets. And it's just calm. I call the first star.
Oh my goodness, look at that one. Under the water.
Yeah, I don't believe he's real.
That's real.
Oh yeah, he's
Yes, he's moving his head up.
yellow anaconda. Yeah, hognose snakes honestly love people. They're rarely hostile. So I want one as a pet because they're so sweet. They're a sweet snake.
He's very pretty.
Yeah, I knew it. Ah, he's so big.
Yeah, he is. Hello, guys. After our 3 days of fun in the sun, we met up with our family. I don't have any footage of this because it was a special, warm, and kind of sad moment. We were saying goodbye to Grandma. She was up there in years and we saw it coming, and it was her time to go home and be with the Lord. And I was fortunate enough to get to spend a little bit of special time with her this last summer when she came up to Maine for one last big adventure. And I took a break from my adventuring to take her for a spin on the pirate ship. And after another day or so of spending some time sharing fond memories with aunts and uncles and time with my mom and dad, I sent Sparrow back to Maine with Joey to begin my solo adventure. My first goal thus far was to catch some dinner from the ocean. It's Florida. I love fishing in the ocean. I couldn't come to Florida without catching something from the sea, so I headed out on this little walking bridge where other people were fishing, threw on a shrimp, and prayed for some dinner. Yes! Yes! Finally! Fish on! Ah! What do we got? A little grunt? I couldn't tell if this first fish immediately was a mutton snapper or a lane snapper. They're fairly similar, but if it was a mutton, it definitely had to be 18 inches, so I erred on the side of caution and threw it back. There we go. That's a nice little fish. Come on. Oh, something different, something different. Ah, get it in. Or is it the same? Didn't catch a lot of fish, but the second one was a mangrove snapper and it was a keeper. That's a new species unlocked for me, so I can hit the road with my dinner. All right, we'll whip up a simple salsa. I got some fresh Florida oranges, fresh Florida lemon, fresh Florida tomato, I don't know, red onion, simple salsa for our fish and gator. Big owl. Where is it? He is like literally 15 feet behind me, just like watching me cook here. Hey buddy, you are huge. You are huge. How's it going? All right. You just do your thing, and if I got any leftovers, I'll let you know. Wow. I got our gator. What are we gonna do with the gator? Quite the piece of gator too that they gave me. I do love gator, and I haven't had any since I had some at the restaurant. So I think I'll cube it and fry it up, and then we can have some for tomorrow too. For breakfast, have some gator breakfast tacos if I can't catch any breakfast. This is so cool. Smells like some sort of fair food, like just the most delicious fried something or others that you could get. I hope I didn't overdo those. Trying to get them just right. They look pretty good. We got our salsa. Just going right on top of the whole mess. There we go. Gator, mangrove snapper right there, all fried up. Alright, what do I try first? I mean, I haven't had gator since like going to Blade Show years ago. I'm gonna try just straight gator. Like, it's chewy, but it breaks right apart. It reminds me of crawfish. Not quite a lobster. Maybe a little bit lobster, but it's yeah, almost a little bit like lobster, but it's definitely a little more chewy, like goat, which is really good too. Alright, got a little bit of tomato, a little bit of onion, a little bit of the orange. And the crunchy, the outside, that's the thing. Let's see, get some of our snapper scraped off here with a bit of the, it just comes right off of the bone. A big old hunk of it. With the salsa. Oh, I do have my spoon thing here. I could just, come on. I wonder if I fried it enough I can eat the fish brain. I think I fried it enough I can eat the fish brain. No, it's too tough. There we go. Awesome. It's a beautiful morning. Oh, I keep hearing all kinds of noise. Some sort of bigger birds just clamoring around in the treetops. I don't know what they're up to. Must be some sort of seed or something up there that they're hopping around from one of these palms to the next, just banging around. Heard a good number of splashes and stuff, the gar munching on something landing on the surface or whatever, and then I heard maybe an armadillo or two like crossing back through there, like they're kind of scavenging around for grubs and bugs, probably just on the surface of the ground. What to do first? I think I need to make some coffee. Yeah. Looks completely bug-free and fairly clean. That'll do. I was laying there last night trying to think like how to build this place out a little bit of a table. I think if I had a property like this, I'd build myself some sort of a modern-day Swiss Family Robinson home in the trees when I'd come down to stay in Florida and be like up in my little tree fort for the entire time I was here. Making into some cowboy coffee here, just no filter, nothing, just dump in a bunch of grounds, make it strong, and then add a dash of cold water. Oh, that smells good. Alright, coffee. There we go, just a bit. Oh, that's good. That's good. I think right here would be good. Have a table. Incorporate this tree. Be a little bit hard, but that will keep it more stable. Stand right here, be able to work on things. Turn around, cooking on the fire. building my slingshot. Little view of the river, and the stream. Yeah, now we just need some materials. Get some. I think I saw some straight stuff over here. Okay, that might make a good table leg. Kind of dead. Nice straight one. That was close. Ah, tore my finger back open again. Dang it. Ah. No. Come on, I just wanted that to be healed. Yowza. I had to bandage my finger again. Before I left, I had the sling rifle and I was strapping it into the truck, and I had expanded it out to see if it would strap in better that way. And I had the band wrapped around the release to like make it not flap around. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't fit. And I closed it and the receiver crushed on my finger. Fortunately, I'm a dad, so I got Band-Aids in my wallet, but it hurts. All right, table. How do we do this? How do we do this? I'm only here for a couple days, so anything I build, if I don't ever come back again, it's just, well, somebody else will get to enjoy it, right? We need some legs to start with. Nice sturdy legs. There's no big chunks of hardwood. I usually like to find a workbench to start with, like a big old block of wood that I can use for chopping on top of, so that'll make it a little difficult. There we go, that stabilizes it nicely. Now, the top. Bit more work to peel them, but if I don't, because it's spring wood and the way it is peeling very easily means that it'll be a lashed pile of like broken off bark, and it'll just be, the surface will be a mess in no time as soon as it dries out. Not for me while I'm here this time, but coming back would mean, or anybody else using this, it would be all kind of, it would ruin quicker. All right, gotta go get some more sticks that'll peel just like that. The rest of the stuff's all kind of dead, and if I lash that on there, same scenario. Like, it's just gonna end up rotting fairly quickly. So, something just so satisfying. It's like, peeling a sticker or something, you know? It's just that nice, satisfying. Especially when you get one like this where you can just get coming around. Ah, this does not like to split. Huh. I thought maybe I could split a couple of them, but apparently not. It needs to be cut all the way through almost. Whew. I guess that's not gonna work. They're kind of twisted. I was thinking I could double down. Maybe I'll put that over there. I'll peel the rest of these by the fire tonight. Now I have the top of my picnic basket is a super stable little spot right here. I'll have to level these a little bit, but the rest of it turned out extremely level. Yeah, maybe I'm just being too picky. This is pretty nice. I'll finish peeling the rest of these by the fire, but for now, I gotta run out and get the rest of my ingredients. All right, got some more supplies and the sling rifle because she needs to be modified for fishing. Just over a year ago, I set out to build my own sling rifle with the Glowforge laser. I ended up building all the parts and mechanisms for the trigger and the rail slides for the slingshot out of stuff I got from Harbor Freight. It ended up turning out really good. It shot 3/8 ammo and we were able to use it for some pigeon hunting. But like I said, we're going to modify it this time and make it so it can shoot arrows so we can take it sling rifle fishing. Check out the link in the description below if you want to see that building of the sling rifle videos and the pigeon hunting with it. Cooler with some fruits. I found the nicest little fruit and vegetable stand. And then just down the road from that, there was a market for which I cannot pronounce the name of, and I didn't know if it was even a market because it had like a Spanish name for it, but I saw the word market, El Market or something, so I went in there and grabbed some real cool goodies for some of the other cooks. But right now, we got to get our modification on. That's what got me the other day, because these slam all the way back and I had it clipped here and it came slamming back. So I extended it to go in the car like that and to see if it would fit. And then when I was like, oh, it doesn't fit, I had my finger right here and I hit these buttons here at the front. And because it was banded around there, so this wasn't just flapping around, it goes bam. That was some serious, ow, it still hurts. It's a week and some odd later here. Not infected though, that's important. I put some plantain on it, makes everything better. For those of you that are new to medicinal plants, I'm not talking about the plantain that makes those delicious chips that you can get everywhere down here in the south. I'm talking about the broadleaf plantain. It's a weed that grows in your yard pretty much everywhere, north to south, all around the world. They look a little different in some places, but you chew that up, put that on a boo-boo, its antiseptic qualities are better than anything you can buy at the pharmacy. Now, I'm gonna remove this and put a red dot sight on, and then I gotta find somewhere to attach the reel, I think, on the side of it. Since I'll be holding it with my hand here like this, I think I gotta put the reel on this side, so I'll fire and then be reeling with my left hand here. But the line will come around the front to the arrow, so we gotta put a whisker biscuit here to hold the arrow, and then make a new set of bands in some way that that locks in and clips the band. So I might have to, my spring on here that was originally here broke. All right, We got the flashlight that can go onto one of these rails. We got a rail. We got our arrow. And we got our reel. First things first, let's take that off. Put that away, we don't need that. So we need a rail on this side. Wow, the way those holes line up, it's almost like I planned it. You can't make this up. Like, I mean, those, I didn't even have to drill a hole. Let's see. Moment of truth. Oh. Boom. Click, click, boom. Fish on. A little bit awkward reeling wise, but I think that's gonna be pretty good. Oh, the nut, there's just enough room. That is so, oop, lost my bit.
Nuts.
Pretty straight. And then, I think we're looking good. There we go, we're good. This is gonna work. It's gonna be awesome. We need a band. A little box of goodies. Simple Shot sent me. Simple Shot was the first company I ever started working with. Even before I went on alone, they had sent me all the materials I needed to build my slingshot that I took out there with me during my survival challenge. We want the thick latex, the 0.8. Let's see what happens if we just steal these. I don't know how to mount these. That might be the problem. That's why I wanted them to send me the 0.8. Maybe I should try, because these got so much power to them. Let's see. I mean, that would save me a lot of time. It'd be all done if I, instead of making bands and then customizing and hacking this all apart, and I wouldn't be able to use this again if I wanted to use the hammer. Say, I managed to put the flashlight to it and I'm just walking down the stream and I want to just bink a gar for breakfast or something. How, well, one, will this stay in here in the pinch? That's our first question. No, it doesn't. That is a problem. And two, how do we put the tubes onto the end of here? I mean, if I just stuck them underneath of that and just clamped it down, I mean, I think that might do it. Yeah, if I put a piece of ammo on the ends of each of these to protect against it popping out of being clamped in, and then just seizing this like around and turning that into some sort of a little tied off ball, that would do it. Let's see if we can make that happen. A little piece of wood might be easier. Yeah, I think a little scrap of wood thing. Huh? Like some random leaf thing just came flying out of there nowhere. Now you just have to hold still for 5 minutes while the glue sets up. Well, that dries. Let's see about our red dots. Honestly, I don't know if it's even gonna end up high enough because of the stuff at the end. Yeah, it's not really worth putting it on there. Like it's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna be looking at the butt of the arrow. I won't even be able to see past it. I'll just end up being like looking over it. No point. Let's unwrap this and see if it's gonna work. I'll keep it taped up so it stays glued as tight as possible. Maybe even leave it taped up. Lock on my arrow. Put it in my little knock holder thingy. Yeah, that'll work. Oh yeah, that's secure. There's no way that's going anywhere. I don't know why, but if this feels sketchier to me than its first iteration where I was just shooting slingshot ammo. You ever seen those clips of people, you know, pictures of bow and arrow mess ups, like the arrow breaks in half because they're shooting these really heavy duty compounds and the arrow just like snaps in the middle and then half of the arrow just goes through their arm somehow, and all that power's got to go somewhere. This thing's gonna be pretty darn powerful. Alright, it's loaded. Goes back in between here. The trigger's pushed forward. I'm a little hesitant. Trying to think of everything that could go wrong. So before I cock it, everything breaks, goes forward. The little bit of bands that could snap or come out of the front come flapping back. I think I'm okay. Wow, that draw power is so much more than it was when it was a slingshot thing. Alright, let's try it. Nothing. It sticks. I might have to manually squeeze it if I can't get that trigger working better. She shoots. She scores.
Boom! Quack-a-lack-a, 2 points from downtown.
Let's give it a try again. I'm like doing the safety squint. All kinds of stuff jumping around up there, getting antsy. It's getting scared watching me do this. Like, I'm getting scared. The trigger does not work. Pinching the top does work. Wonder if I could add some new latex wrapping around there, tighten her up. Try some of this TheraBand. That stuff's been sitting on there stretched the entire time, so if we replace this, maybe we can get it tighter. A little bit of a delay, but it does it. All right. Hesitate to dry fire it too much, but oh yeah, tuned it, all tuned up. She's good to go. This is so cool. How cool is this thing? This is too cool. All right, we are up here at the front of the property, and these are all the guide toys over here, and I got another boat over there. This is our boat for tonight. Check this thing out. Look at that. With I love that. The controls on the front here, Navionics or something, Garmin, and the lights on the side for the bow fishing. And check out these crazy the motors there. So they're like right flush with the bottom. So I'm curious to see, this thing looks like it rips. They already got some bows in here that they're gonna be shooting with. And if everything doesn't go well with the sling rifle, I still like to do a couple with the bow too. Because I've never shot a bow, one of these fishing bows. I'm just gonna get out there and have some fun. It's a 2-hour drive, so let's go. That's Noah on the bow right there, and Chris is driving the boat. If you'd like to charter a bow fishing charter, check them out. Seminole Prairies, FloridaHuntingRanch.com. They also do all kinds of other hunts. You're going to want to check it out if you want to get on some really awesome adventures. Oh. All fish seem to like it right under the edge of a tree, right? Get the tilapia. A little gar. There we go.
About time. You want me to put that in the cooler?
Heck yeah. Just shy. Just shy.
It's not that good.
Oh. That's what we've been looking for.
Hey, see that?
Look at that. Nice.
Clean up the ecosystem.
Oh, just shy, low.
There you go.
There we go. Placo. The new species unlocked. All right, first one. Finally, a new. They said it's pretty good too. The old armored catfish. I love catfish. I wanted one. Yeehaw! New species unlocked. Happy with that. It only took like 2 hours, but I got one.
Nice.
Oh. Oh, he came up. Oh, he's right back. Get him, get him, get him.
Nice.
Yeah, did you get him?
Got him.
All right.
Nice shot.
Sweet.
That's all you. I just played back there.
All right.
Right there.
Oh man, that got him. I got him too much on the side there. Went through the side.
How about that shot?
So I would say that's they're called the bullseye snakehead because of they all got that spot right on the tail.
All right. Nice fish.
Got her.
Got him. Ha-ha! That's a nice one. There we go. Now we're on to three. 3 new species for me. Tilapia. Right through the guts, gross. Well, we got 2.5. The little block that I have, I need to make a little nylon block or something. Because it wore out, so it just pops out of there and fires all on its own now.
See him right down that rock? Go right over him. Oh.
Where is he? Oh. Nice. There we go. That's a good one. Woo! It's huge. Size of my arm. My first one with the bow. Not too shabby. Happy with that. No, he's not even dead. He's stuck upside down. Yeah. Now he's what?
He's not. Okay.
He's moving. He's just tired from being upside down. What we got? You gonna go for it? He's a crusty old one.
Yeah, he's been there for a minute.
There you go, buddy. Is there a good deed for the day?
That's right. Oh, that's too good for myself. Nice, got him. Nice shot.
All right.
Down him. Big tornado.
Look at that. Another big one. Look at the size of that compared to my head. It's like, it's as big as I am. That's it. 12, 15, not too shabby. Oh, something got into my stuff. And got visited by the raccoons. Got into my my pita pockets, my old pita pockets. Look at that, he was trying to pull stuff out from the side of it. Messing my little picnic basket up. Oh, there he is right there. I can see his eyes. Hey, buddy. I see you. What are you? Are you a big old raccoon or what? You look like a big cat. You're the fattest raccoon I've ever seen. I don't think I could take a raccoon with my slingshot right now. Get a little fire going for a little bit. See if that keeps them away for the night. Alright, we got a fish. We're gonna eat the tilapia tonight. Give that a try for the first time ever. And got a plantain. I'm gonna fry up that. Man, this thing's a beast. I don't know, it's a couple pounds. 2-pounder. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, there's the Everglades seasoning. Give that a try. Got some of that swamp gator sauce and have a plantain, and we'll throw it on top of a little bed of rice and maybe some tortillas to shovel it in. That should be good. I have a green tomato. It's a little on the yellow side, but it's still a green tomato. I'm gonna do a little fried green tomatoes and grilled tilapia with the Everglades seasoning. Woo! This should be delicious. Probably gonna draw the raccoon back in, the smell of this. For sure, right? Let's see how these guys do. Never done a tilapia. Feels like a pretty thick cut. That's enough for me. One big fillet from one side. I'll put that back in the cooler. Eat that for tomorrow's breakfast or something with the rest of the fish. I don't know how I'm gonna eat them all. There's a pretty heavy bloodline in this thing. Get some of that bloodline off of there. Tends to make it not as good, but I don't know. Never done tilapia. I just know that almost every other fish you cut that away as much as possible. There we go. Most of it's gone. We'll throw this in the fire to hopefully keep down on the smell. Oh yeah. It looks like a piece of yellow styrofoam. Not exactly a, like a, oh yeah. I guess, I mean, it needs to be cooked though. The top of it's like a coconut right there. There's some like woodiness. Try doing it right in half down the middle. Catch and cook batter on the tomatoes. All right, I think we're ready. There we go. All right. Lord, thank you for this food. Bless this food in my body. Help me to get a good night's sleep, so I can get up early and get on that rabbit. In Jesus' name, amen. Whew. I feel like I really earned this meal now. Not just staying up so late to get it. And now, oh, I didn't even remember to toast my tortilla. I'm so fried. Mmm. Big, meaty bite. Full of flavor. That's so good. And the little fried green tomato. That's really good. I feel like I need some sort of a, maybe I shouldn't have put the sour cream on these, and I should have been dipping the fried green tomatoes in the sour cream or something. I love a fried green tomato. Let's try the plantain. It's more like a starchy, like potato. It needs like a yogurt now that it's fried up to like dip it in, like a sweet yogurt of some sort, like an orange or a clementine or something yogurt would be pretty cool. I don't know what. I like the plantain chips, so I thought, you know, frying up some of that, maybe it would bring the sugars out of it and it would taste good, but that's boring. Super boring as it is. There's got to be a recipe or something that makes that taste better. I'm gonna make sure I do my best to burn up the rest of my food scraps, the plates, anything that might smell as much as possible. And pack it in for the night. Hopefully the fresh fire and all that stuff keeps the raccoon away. Oops, I just threw my plantain away. I could live without the rest of that. And some water for my coffee. There we go. Woo! That's some early morning stuff, I tell you. That's how you wake up. It's day 3, and it's a beautiful morning. Today's the day we could sight in the new Slingshot from Simple Shot. See if we can't get ourselves a rabbit. This place is just so magical. I don't know. Even with that annoying little raccoon at night, it just kind of flies down. Makes it even more magical. The whole adventuriness of it, the wildness of all the little trees and the what could be around every. There's a little lizard right there. It's just so wild. I don't know if I can capture it with the camera. If it actually shows. The depth of field of a shot is just one-dimensional, whereas like your eyes, when you look out and you see the tree and then the trees beyond that and the way they all are just in there doing their thing, and it's like Fern Gully, the movie, that cartoon from back in the day. It's like I just imagine being small and leaping from branch to branches and like just being up and in there like a bird or a squirrel. It's so much to explore, even just here on the ground, but like, wow, what a cool place. We messed my table all up. Fix this. All over the floor down there. Now that the coffee's on, we gotta deal with some other necessaries that requires the shovel. Off to the woods we go. This'll do. Find a spot about, I don't know, 200, 300 feet from camp. Don't be that person that poops right next to camp. Dig yourself a cat hole, fill your hole, and then fill your hole back in. I usually would use Spanish moss and stuff like that on a trip. I haven't seen any in these. They're not all that Charmin-y. So I did have some paper towels in my bag. Those would be my toilet paper. According to Squatty Potty, and their Squatty Potty ads, this is like the most healthy way to go, is in the woods.
Now your colon's open and ready for battle.
Things work pretty good, and I've always really enjoyed going potty in the woods myself. Feel very cleansing. You stick your shovel in, get your improvised roll of toilet paper, and, well, do your thing. If you haven't figured out how to do the rest of it by now, without somebody telling you how, you got bigger problems. Nothing like a warm poop in the woods.
Do not go in there. Woo!
There we go. I feel like a wild bear today. I just out here, just bearing myself to the wild, and just bare naked down to the stream and bathing like a wild bear in the wild, and just barely a care in the world. Going out into the woods like a bear and doing my thing in the bush, and just going to the bathroom like a bear in the woods. It's too bad there isn't any berries. Alright, I'm out of bear stuff. I'm gonna give up now before it becomes unbearable. The guys at work here built a rope swing to get across this little stream. See if we can get across. Can we do it without getting wet? Well, we made it. Woo! Alright, and that little rope swing takes you to their little oasis Swiss Family, a little bit of a modern Swiss Family Robinson thing. Pretty sturdy. One platform, and then another. Also pretty sturdy. I want to go higher. Like have another one up there. I want to get like above. I'd love to get like above the canopy so you can look everywhere. How cool would that be? But as it is, it's like you're up in this part of the canopy. It's so cool. To just play in the woods like a kid, like a grown-up Swiss Family Robinson. So fun. Let's see if we can get back across. Can't reach the handle. Got to climb a sketchy step. Alright, got to figure it out. Doing a Spider-Man between the two trees. Get both my hands onto the handles and then swing like Tarzan. Gotta call out the Tarzan call though. Oh, made it, and didn't get wet. Phew, that's wild. I think if I was staying out here more, I'd build a bridge. That's sketchy, or a better launching platform. Wonder if I need these. I can't think of any reason to keep these high before I start lashing it down. I think I'm gonna remove the tops of these. I gotta add one little diagonal to help it not be that way. Now to finish the top, I was gonna leave it with a space like over here, so my basket top goes right there, so I have a nice flat thing, but for anybody else that comes along, that would just be a big hole in the table, like unfinished. So I think we'll just leave some of them peeled and just get her done. right. Since we had the tilapia last night, let's try the catfish and the snakehead. Look at that guy. It's pretty wild. That armor is amazingly solid. I kind of surprised my arrow was able to punch through it like that. Like just even stabbing it. Look at that. I mean, that's not a dull knife, but like, it takes that much. That's a lot of force. I'm not gonna be able to eat all this, so I guess I'm getting a fillet off of one and then the other. I don't know how to. I'll have to get up underneath that armor. Well, just go for it, I guess. Wow, it's a fairly good chunk of meat. This is nuts. There's so much fish here. I don't feel other bones. Get through right at the top where the armor is in his armory, but there's no getting through to the body. Oh, there we go. Jeepers. I need some of those as seen on TV things to cut through this. Like it cuts through a coin and still slices through something.
Not even a tin can dull a ginsu. You get 13 fantastic ginsus.
Even cutting up from the outside. It's like trying to open a shell from an alien. That's insane. All right, I think this one's a bust. Like, if I look it up later and find, that was like nothing for meat. That's all ribs, the back. Smells extremely fishy. I think we're composting that one, you know? Maybe there's a way, maybe you like boil it and it cracks. I looked up a video on it thinking there's gotta be an easier way, and sure enough, on Shoulda Worn Shoes, he makes it look a little bit less difficult, and maybe this in tandem with the old Ginsu knife, you could do this on a regular basis, assuming you like the taste of it. I'm gonna toss it to the other side for the raccoons. Ugh. Normally at home I throw this into the lobster trap, but maybe this one the gator will get and I'll have some fun with it. Forgot I had the fillet knife with me. That would, I mean, this thing works pretty good. This is an LT Wright knife. And the Puka. I gotta get him to make me more of these. I love this knife. I hardly ever wear it, but when I'm out for multiple days, it's always on me because it's stays super sharp and it does a fillet pretty good, but it doesn't bend. So if you got a fillet knife, still gonna go with that first. That owl just came for a visit. Look, can you see him? He's right there. Woo hoo, woo hoo, woo hoo. I wonder if the owl like smelt the fish I just threw in, or maybe saw me throw the fish. Probably was just sitting up there taking a sleeping during the day and watching me the whole time. I didn't even know it. Stealthy little guy. I didn't even know it was here until like I saw something out of the corner of my eye and it was like glided right 10 feet from me, like somewhere out of that tree, and like shoo, and landed 15 feet away. All right, we got our vegetables. We got some giant onion. Thought that looked good. And the corn, for wrapping it. Alright, we'll start with our wrappers. Okay, first, I'll take some rice. I probably should have steamed this up too, but it'll get steamed up when it's in there. And this one we will take and put some of these beautiful onions. And we'll go with this tailish piece, but before we'll put their Everglades seasoning, a couple more of these onions, and some butter. Just a plain Jane right there. We'll see what kind of a difference that makes. We'll fold that like that. That goes over there. Let's see if we can tie this one closed. There, I did it. It's, well, it's not as pretty as a restaurant one, but it's good. It's good. Let's do the rest of them. Get our rice again. Let's do more than I can eat. There we go. There's the armored catfish. I do not feel good about that. I'm gonna keep this small. Everglades seasoning was pretty good. Some onions. I think this one I'm gonna go with the plain again. Fold. Not feeling confident about the armored catfish. It's a good idea. Is it a good execution of this pieces of fish? We'll see. Let's load up our pot. Husks on the bottom. Almost don't even want to put that one in there, the catfish. 2 batches. Yeehaw. Now we just wait. Look at that. The big old water snake. Big, big, big. Ooh, he's coming back this way. Alright. Oh, it smells good. It smells good. That's a good sign. Whew. Just in case, got the swamp gator sauce. And grill up a couple of tortillas. I think that might be the best way to eat it, is kind of shovel some onto a tortilla and eat it. That's my new thing. I'm loving the tortillas. Alright, that is done. Got our tortillas. Let's see if it's cooked and everything. That meat does not look super appetizing. It's now it's tough as all get out. Oh, I don't know. I should have put Wadobo on it. Catfish needs Wadobo. Don't genuinely get scared to eat things, but trying to get that out of that thing did not look good. Oh, wait. Definitely pray before this, huh? Oh my goodness. I almost ate it. Lord, thank you for your creation that I can eat. Pray that bless this food and pray that it doesn't taste bad. And in Jesus' name, amen. I don't know why I'm being such a wimp about this. Just go for it. That's really good. I hate to say it, but now that it's all firm and stuff, I mean, it tastes like chicken. Like, that's not, doesn't even have like a fishy flavor at all. I mean, I did put the Everglades seasoning on it, which I did say tastes kind of like a chicken broth type thing with celery, but like, I just turned that into chicken. The whole thing smells and tastes like chicken soup with rice. I mean, wow. Alright, let's see what this one's like. Alright, this is our plain snakehead. They said this one was good. It's good. It's not very, no fishiness at all. And it had the same thing on it, so it does still have that flavor of the Everglades seasoning. It just tastes good, like a buttery piece of fish. I'd say its texture is a little softer than most fishes. considering how easy it was to process up the snakehead, I would say that's a must take home every time. Alright, let's get into our box of Simple Shot goodies for today's Slingshot. The new Scout LTX. Whoops, I call it the wrong thing. This is not an X Slingshot. The X is a slightly bigger one with integrated clips. So this is the Scout LT2. It's got quick clips on it and sights and stuff. My first Slingshot that I took on alone that was really well made was actually laminated and carved to resemble the Scout Slingshot, except to fit my hand more specifically like than the Scout did. So when I started doing YouTube, I started a website, and the first products that went on my website were Simple Shot Slingshots, and I started selling those, shooting those in the videos. They got orange clips for the top and orange scales, so I could completely customize it. Those might be smart to put on there. You drop it in the woods, you're gonna be able to pick that out. Look at this fun little, I like that. Let's hang up our target somewhere. There we go. This can't stop me. Yeah, I should stop below my head and go and look for that rabbit. There. Let's go. I'm hunting wabbits, but squirrel will do too. This is where it gets hard. The iguana hunt was easy. We're on the boat, right? And that was the easiest slingshot hunt I ever did. But all the other times, it's like I gotta stalk, set up the camera, and film taking a shot before I've scared off what I'm going after, which is very, very difficult. I think my best chance is open field with little copses of trees, somewhere they feel like they can get out into the open but also get back to shelter. I noticed that at least in Texas seemed to like be the best spot for them. Feeling about the evening time near, you know, after dark for sure. You see all kinds of stuff, but like evening I feel like is never as productive as first thing in the morning. Been out here for an hour now and sun has set and it's about to get quite dark. Oh, I'm standing on ant hill that's not cool. I found fire ants. Wow, let's see why they call them that. At least I think that was fire ants. Some sort of ants are biting me. Bit me. I can still feel it more than a mosquito. Cool, new experience. I didn't see a single rabbit until I was on my way back, and it was well after dark. By the light of my headlamp, I was able to just see this rabbit's eye. The camera shows you the silhouette of it a little better than I could even see. And when I took the shot, you can see this little flicker. That was it, taken off. And there was nothing to do but look at pretty spiders in the dark and head home and wake up early the next morning and give it a go from there. go. All right, one squirrel with the slingshot. You know, it's not a rabbit, but I can't squirrel hunt with a slingshot in Maine legally unless it was like a pest control thing. So this was a great opportunity and total win for the slingshot. Check out the Scout LT2. I'm loving it. With just a few shots zeroed in. Where's my critter wrapper? I couldn't have been happier with that shot too. I mean, that was like 18 feet away and it was only up a couple degrees. Made it super easy to get on and one and boom, right out of the tree. No chasing it around. That one I was chasing around earlier. Just chasing. And they get up in the tops of those palms. And once he knows we were after you, because I missed that first shot, he knew I was after him, and that was just such a hard shot, just like whoosh, straight up. And not something I practiced a lot. I practiced maybe 45, a little higher than 45, you know, shooting at trigger boxes, shooting at target boxes in the trees or shooting pine cones out of the trees, but never like straight up like that. And all it took is 2 hours of just straight up walking around until you find what you're looking for, or something else. In this case, not a rabbit, just a squirrel. Hey Sparrow, what do you think? Who's that? Look at that big guy. Look what I found. Hi fella. Hey. What's your name? Scared the living daylights out of me as I was walking along. Don't look like a poisonous one, but we're not gonna find out. Alright, we'll leave you to do your thing. Take care, little snake. Whew, that snake scared me. I'm not afraid of snakes or anything, but I was just looking around this way and then looking down, looking this way, looking down, looking this way, looking down, and used to not seeing anything, and all of a sudden there he is. Yeah, about 5 times the size of the biggest garden snake I've ever seen at home. Home sweet home. Just thinking to myself, other people strive for the big game, the big hunt. Oh, so magnificent. And this mighty hunter returns home with a little squirrel. And I couldn't be just as happy with this as I would be with a big old boar. So we will clean our squirrel, put that onto brine for the meal when I get to cooking that. Good boy. Here we have it, one little squirrel all cleaned up. I'm just gonna salt it. We will throw it into a bag to brine it a little bit. Tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and a little bit of water, and set that aside for tomorrow. This will soften it up for the cook. At least that's my hope. Oops, missed. Ooh, missed a whole bunch. There we go. Doesn't that look appealing, huh? Stab it in the sand a couple times. Give her a rinse. That should be good. This thing though, this is a different story entirely. Thing's bloody. Unfortunately, my time here at Seminole Prairies is at an end. I thought about cooking the squirrel for like a brunch type thing, and I decided to just get back on the road. I haven't showered in 3 days. This is now day 4. I'm loath to leave the place. It was cool at night and warm and comfortable during the day. There's like this amazing just atmosphere and smell to the air everywhere you go. It's so different from Maine that it was just refreshing being there. And the wildlife was just unreal. This is a game preserve slash a part of the reservation. So that was what allowed me to do the hunt that I did, you know, squirrel kind of out of season-ish. Special thanks to Seminole Prairies. Check them out. If you want to get out there and do some hunts, some bigger hunts than instead of just something squirrel or something, they have a beautiful lodge at the front, cabins, and they'll take you out, get you on a gator, get you on a boar or a deer, or out there and do some bow fishing like I did, and then go back and cook it up and hang out in their lodge with some buddies.
But for me, it's time to hit the road and head up to the next leg of my journey a few states away.
First fish, can we land it? Oh yeah. This could be a new species for me. Careful about how I land it. Yeah, I think that's a spotted. Not a largemouth, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Aha! First fish. Look at fighting wounds on the side of him there. Got a little scar. Do a double gainer. Oh, perfect execution. Did you see that? He was like double gainer, straight in, swam off. Awesome. Oh, here we go. We are in Alabama, minimal gear. We got a guide to get us on the water because I didn't bring my boat. And crappie are spawning, so we're gonna try to get some. We stopped kind of randomly at Bullets Bait and Tackle to pick up fireballs and stuff for crappie fishing. We were just gonna fish from the dock, but Hog Wild Crappie guy here, they told us like, hey, give him a ring. If you're gonna rent a boat, might as well go. He'll get you on the spot. So that's the plan. Get on the spot and get it done.
So these fish right now, they're kind of in a weird pattern. You got some fish that are up on the bank spawning, some that have already spawned, moved out, some that are still moving in, so they're real scattered out. So we'll do our best to catch a few.
These are wigglers that we make.
Wigglers?
Yeah, just a crappie slash right for small bass springtime.
Huh.
Little set.
That's kind of the color I had on right there.
Yeah, let's try that one then. Try one of these guys. I haven't used my darker ones here. Blue Midnight. And a little fireball. Let's see what we can do.
We call it shooting docks or skipping a jig is what we call it.
Yeah.
If you hit it just right, you see how you can skip it just like a rock.
Oh. Did you go side or under when you just did it? You went side?
No, I went straight up and down. Yep.
Like that?
Yep.
I really like this technique, so I thought I'd go a little more in depth for you so you can see exactly what we're doing. You got your jig head like this, and you're gonna pinch it by the jig head. That way you don't end up hooked up. You don't wanna pinch it some other way so that it pulls through your fingers and it ends up hooked on you when you do it. You pinch it by the jig head, the hook is up, and then you load up the rod. You get your finger on your line and flip open your bail, draw it back and load up your rod for action. And as you can see, I got a can underneath there as if it's underneath the dock by about 5 feet. And then I just let it, there you go. Master this and you'll be a pro level at pulling fish out from underneath the dock, which is a great place to catch fish. Just whatever you do, I wouldn't recommend trying this with a treble because as soon as you let her rip, that treble's gonna set the hook on the biggest fish catch of the day. That's not gonna be a fun thing for you.
All right, yeah, so what kind of species are here?
We have the largemouth bass, the spotted bass. Crappie, we have the white crappie, black crappie, and we have a hybrid. Then we have the 3 catfish species, the flat, the channel, the blue. Then we have all the brim species like everybody has everywhere. That's pretty much it as far as game fish. A jig right there. All these little specks through here, that's all crappie.
Oh, really? Seems like a lot. How many would you estimate are there right now?
There's probably 50 at least.
Yeah.
That's a little one. I don't even know if that one's legal.
Whew. She's legal, but barely.
There it is. Nice. What's your PB?
On this lake, I caught it about a month ago. It was 274.
I tried to use the wigglers for a little while because I haven't actually caught a crappie on one. I've caught a couple other fish on them since we launched these, but I really wanted to catch a fish down here on one, or specifically the crappie because I caught the spotted. But it wasn't meant to be, and Ryan, our guide, kept catching them on live bait, so I decided to finally put them away for a minute and switch over to what was working, because the bite was a little slow. When the bite's fast, you'll be able to reel and fish every cast with the soft plastics, but if they're not biting because it's mid-afternoon like this, and you put some live bait on, there's always one that's going to be a taker.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
They're really good.
Here, let me get the net real quick. I guess I should have been more prepared.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
You got him?
Yeah, he's a good. It looked pretty good cooked.
Nice.
Now that took 2 seconds. We put a minnow on there, and now we got a nice looking crappie. Oh, look, he's got some more wounds too.
I like it.
Now we got dinner or breakfast. Are we doing crappie for breakfast with crappie crepes?
I say we just eat only fish, you know, with
Only fish for 3 days. There we go. There we go. Nice. About the same size as the last one. Well, we're trying to like promote these. So we're being silly, not using what catches.
oh, that one looks even bigger.
It is. It's a little bit bigger. There's his minnow right there. So they're pretty much all around it.
There we go. There we go.
You want?
There we go. Nice.
Nice.
There we go. I don't know. I think those ones in Seven Tree Pond I keep catching are bigger.
Think so?
Yeah. Yeah, but I only ever catch one at a time. Like they're so sparse in there.
Oh, okay.
That's different.
Yeah, it was. So that is a spot.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I caught this morning.
There's not very many largemouth in this lake.
Oh, really? Cool. Now that we... Oh, that was sick. Oh, that's so cool. That was so cool though. He jumped back out like that. That's
Right there, let's see.
So you can see the two objects there. The top one is the sinker. So I know when that fish comes out and grabs that minnow, if that fish comes up and I see that sinker do this, I know the fish is on it. Since we
Okay.
can't see-
Well, I think it's the biggest of the day. I'm just gonna say that now.
that is pretty good.
Oh, right there.
There you go.
Oh, go nice with the crepes
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah, that's a big fish, whatever that is. Yeah. Does that bring him back this way? All right. Ain't near as big as I thought it was. To me, that's about the perfect size eating fish, 9 to 11 inches.
Yep. There we go.
Got him that time.
Yep. Ooh,
Another good one.
another good one. Sure. Oh yeah.
Might have beaten you with that one.
We'll just say yours is the biggest.
Thank you. I need this.
Yeah, let's go try some.
pretty good afternoon of fishing. We did really well considering the bite was kind of turned off in the mid-afternoon when we decided to go out, but that was the time that we had. And I do love going out with the guides. There's nothing quite like fishing with somebody that's better at fishing than you. A little disheartening when they're always ripping lips and catching more fish than you, but if you pay attention to what they're doing and you're humble, you learn something new and you can add that to your abilities and level up instead of just being disheartened.
Look at that one.
See good?
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And you should come too, John.
Okay, coming.
All right, I'm gonna go get a bucket. That's good enough, John, thanks. We caught, I think, a few more than 4, but we only got just so much time to eat them here, so I thought 4 would be enough.
Crappie is one of my favorite fish to catch, clean, and cook because of, well, it's fun to catch, it cleans really easily with a good chunk of meat that comes off every fillet, and when it comes to the cooking side of it, there's a nice flavor to it. It's not too fishy, it's not too soft. It's just an all-around good fish. I give it a 9.5 on the catch, clean, and cook scale.
So we're gonna make some crappie crab cake balls, crappie balls, and put those in a savory crepe. And we got some really cool ingredients, like the ones that we did buy, ingredients-wise. We got some cute little quail eggs, quail egg mayo. I question the results of this little, oh my goodness. They're almost too cute to eat. Look at that. Whoop. They don't come out of there very easily. I think it's gonna take all of these just to make enough to make our tartar sauce and the crappie balls. All right, we'll go for an even 10. There it is.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do that thing. Oh. Oh.
Nailed it. Oh, just got me in the face. Oh, she's shooting everywhere. Mustard's got a fancy label, so it must be fancy. Do our mayo. Use a approximate. There we go. We got it. So, once again, I chose the harder way of doing it here. You know, the reason I chose to make these crappie patties into crappie, little round crappie balls, because we're doing the solo stove pizza cooking thing. So I wanted to have something to put on it that we caught here in the South. The whole point of the ball instead of a patty is, since there's gonna be inside of a crepe thing, I wanted the flavors of our sauce, our tartar sauce and things to go in and around it a lot. So you, each bite, you kind of like single out one, you know, crappie ball of flavor with a bit of tartar sauce and the arugula and the crepe. And it would have been weird to have like 3 discs that were large as opposed to like 12 little balls of fried crappie flavor. I can't even say it with a straight face.
I know it's a crappy deal, buddy, but that's all you got.
Warm milk. Two eggs. But since some bonehead like myself had the idea of quail eggs, it's gonna be 6 eggs. So cute. Quarter cup of water. Another 3 dozen quail eggs. Quarter teaspoon of salt. Quarter teaspoon. We're using Canola oil. Too hot. No, it seems pretty dense. I'm liking that. I'm happy with this.
Oh wow, look at that.
There we go. I think we nailed it.
That's some nice form to it.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There's our first one. Nice golden color there. A little bit of brown spots here and there, nice and soft still, so we can fold stuff into it. We'll set that aside and do another one. That might have been a good one. Let's see. Ooh, oh, I saw a crack. Get our wok ready here. Hello. Listen to him. You hear him? They're talking. They're saying, eat me. Alright, like that. And we have some arugula, red onions for some sweetness, and now our little fellas. Just gonna place them all on there. Tartar. I kind of overdid it, didn't I? Here, I got an idea. There. All right, so clearly my creping and wrap packing has something to be desired, but it really looks good. Look at the little, crappie balls. Ready? Say grace. Lord, thank you for the fish and the adventure. Bless the rest of it in Jesus' name, amen. Pretty good?
The crappie balls are quite good.
Mm-hmm. And I think I was right about the ball thing, because you're able to take a bite and get one per bite, kind of as you're going. Mm-hmm. The hot sauce really adds to it. I like that. Maybe we'll just eat a little bit more here and then go to bed so we can get up and go do our next adventure here down in Alabama. Don't spill it, don't spill it, don't spill it. Ooh-wee! This is not the southern hospitality I was hoping for. It's 39 degrees out. Let's see if we can catch that catfish we came down here for. It's been a long time since I've caught a nice eater catfish, probably since Texas 30-day survival challenge. I can't think of another time outside of recently in Florida, but that was an invasive and there wasn't a lot of meat on it. It was fairly small, unlike a nice channel cat or a blue cat like we were catching in Texas. And when you got survival situation going on, the fillets that come off of them are so big and the meatiness of the catfish more resembles chicken. And so it's like every time you get one, it's just such a treat. Catfish is awesome. Ever since that first catch and cook of catfish with the wooded beardsmen in Canada, I have just been in love with them, but I never have the chance to catch them on a regular basis, so I really want to get on one today. I got double pants on right now. I got like my second pair of trousers on over top. And I can see somebody's got a catfish. They got their little foam like pool noodly things out. Like kind of like milk jugging, right? And sometimes they have like a trout line on it kind of thing. And that one over there, when I looked out and I started bringing the poles down, was over here. And it kind of swam its way over there. So maybe we can hook up on one too. The monkey milk Fowler wiggler with the paddle tail and a little fireball. These things for the crappie. Lost him. Wait, no, I didn't. I got him. Oh!
What do you got?
Got a nice crappie.
Oh.
Can we boat hook him? Hoot! Look at that. Ha-ha! Oh, it came right off at the dock.
Oh.
There we go.
Breakfast?
First fish of the morning to you. We got fish still in the fridge, and we.
Oh.
What are we gonna do with all this fish?
Yeah.
So right now, I guess we're just until we catch a catfish that we wanted for our actual breakfast or lunch. We'll have throw this guy back. Let somebody else catch him. Have some fun with him.
Okay.
Oh, he belly flopped. He belly flopped.
I keep having these dreams that I'm fishing. It's a nightmare, though. It's not a good dream. I'm the bait.
Do you think this has something to do with your fear of dirt or the lack of a father figure in your home?
It's just a dream. It's just a dream. Ow, ow, ow.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what we want.
There it is.
Ah, little worm. Now we'll get that catfish. That's perfect. Got our fresh brim. Hooking him through the back. And I'm not gonna just leave him to swim around without releasing some scent. So I give him a little cut on the tail. Oh, there you go. Ah, it's smaller tug. I would just go like this, like that, just to see if he gets it, and then if he got him, then you reel, like that.
Big tugs and then it
There.
I don't know.
I set mine a little deeper.
Wow. Oh, that's a crappie.
No, that's another bluegill, or brim as they call it. Come on, catfish. There we go, got him.
Do we want to keep it or?
Oh, sure. Yeah. There you go.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, while the bells are going, it's going down. Yep, it's going down. It's down. It's up. All right. It's up.
What we got? Nice. Ah, it's just a large or spotted bass.
That's a big one though.
It's a big one.
Bigger than the ones even Ryan was catching yesterday.
Well, I think it's about the same size.
I don't know.
Just
we'll compare.
choked that brine. I wanted the catfish. That was cool though. That was still cool. Choke it right up, didn't he? That's a trip record right there. Now, when you weigh a bass to see how big of a fish you caught, do you take out the bait first, the 10th ounce of bait? That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's 3 species in the one morning so far, and not too shabby. A good typical fish for this lake though, from what we saw yesterday and how many we've caught.
It's going again. Oh, mama.
Is it that same dumb bass? Or a different one? I think it's almost that same one.
It might be the same one.
Is it really? Can't be that same bass. I guess it Another bass. Yeah, because he's got, look at this.
Oh.
I have never seen that before. It's got a tag.
Bass Cash Bash 2024. Bass Cash Bash.
Bass Cash Bass 2024.
Coosa River, that's us. There's some sort of $400,000. What's happening right now?
$500,000. 525,000. What is going on?
Right. Don't throw that back.
Turns out you have to be signed up in advance. They even suggest that they're going to give you a polygraph test to see that you are truthful about it. I wouldn't be too worried about that, but definitely do sign up in advance and go after the fish. This is such a cool opportunity if you live in the area and you like to bass fish a lot. I mean, I was just here for 2 days so far, and I already managed to catch one with a reg tag, which was worth $1,000. I'm actually thinking, how cool would this be if I went and did this at home? Who thinks I should do my own bass cash tag competition type thing up here in Maine? I gotta look at the legalities of it, but man, that would be pretty cool. Leave it in the comments below if we should get on that and do that here in Maine. Well, I don't want it to die. If somebody's doing this competition, you know, let's put it back. I'm not gonna stringer it or something. If somebody's doing the competition, I want to mess it up for them. If a photo counts, then maybe we could do something about it. If not, then that was just pretty cool. I don't want to mess up the opportunity for somebody else. So,
okay.
There you go, buddy. And he's free. And maybe we just threw away $1,000. I don't know.
We might have thrown away $500,000.
I just caught a $500,000 fish and let it go.
Okay,
that could have been my second $500,000 I won.
That would have been wild.
That would have been wild. And instead I just put it back. I don't know. We'll see what the rules were on that.
I lost at least one good catfish, I believe, on the Coosa River, so we packed up and headed to a new, exciting location, the R.I. Harris Dam.
All right, we are at a new spot. We had to leave our Airbnb because John busted the bathroom there.
What?
No, just kidding. I don't know.
That wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Right now, we're gonna fish a dam. I've never fished a dam. John's gonna go rollerblade around. If you really want to see something like that, then you can go check out Skating the Line.
You always say it like that.
So we headed on down to the R.I. Harris Dam where I made a new friend right off. He said, come with me, I'll show you the best spot. The place was full of people. It turns out everybody comes down here when the dam is making power. They even have an app for it because when the dam's not making power and it's just going over the spillway, the water is too low and the fish don't come in. But when the dam is making power, you can see this turbulence here, and the turbulence stirs up all kinds of extra oxygen, causing the bait fish to move into here, which brings in the bigger fish, catfish, bass, striper. And that's what some of these other guys were catching. This one lady here was catching them every other cast. She was just using fresh shad on a slip bobber, tossing it in between the dam pillars so that it would float and be drawn in, and the striper were coming in and nailing them, and she was pulling out some real nice looking stripers. So one of them here was a kind of a bit of a pig.
That's a big one.
I kept hooking up on one myself. It would run back out of the dam area, and then I would lose the damn fish, and I'd be back to casting up underneath there. It just wasn't happening. I even got a fresh shad from our fishing queen. It didn't really do me any good. It's a pretty amazing spot to fish, and it's kind of fun to work with that many other people fishing around you. You're dodging under other people's rods and working together to bring in the catch. Definitely a neat experience. I just wish I had managed to land one of those stripers or land that catfish I was looking for.
I moved up over the dam. We're gonna cook some lunch. And since we didn't catch our catfish, I guess we're just gonna have to make a crappie fish sandwich. But hey, that sounds good to me. I made some white barbecue sauce earlier this morning. Pretty simple. I did forget the Worcestershire though. But when I tasted it, I was like, oh, that's really good. Let's move on to the next thing because we gotta pack and get out of here. So we got that to go on it and some fresh veggies tomato, lettuce, or arugula. Let's do some cooking on our solo stove, our little mini. I got some charcoal. I'm gonna try some charcoal in it this time. Super breezy. Oh, there's some good fire starters, some pine cones. A little grass, a couple of these, put a spark to. There we go, got my fire starter necklace. Woo! We had all these dreams of catfish, fish sandwiches, catfish sandwiches, and didn't work out. But I mean, we'll just have to come back again, like next winter. Because I don't feel like coming down here during the summer. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I'm only 44. I feel like I'm already halfway there to being a snowbird when I get old and retire. Got some salt and pepper. Oh, another bag with our wet, beautiful little baby quail eggs. I don't think they're actually baby eggs, right? Actually, no, I guess every egg is a baby, isn't it?
Not these ones.
Huh?
Well, these aren't fertilized, are they?
No, they're not fertilized, but every egg could have been a baby if we hadn't purchased them at the store.
No, I don't think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. Just gonna kind of fun. You gotta squish the jellies. A little bit of red onion. And go dry. That'll help the wet stick to it. Dry into the wet. Oh yeah. Back into the dry. You want to let them rest after they've been battered so that it stays adhered to it as much as you can for a minute. Make sure you got every piece of it. Put that to the side, let that sit for 5 minutes. Shaking off. Look at that. Oh, that's golden, flaky deliciousness. Wasting my time with those. It's not toasting at all. There we go. That one. Alright, those look good. We're not getting the melt on this other side. Let's go for it.
Rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll. I'll put those onto there. Fish eggs so we can try some crappie eggs. Just can't get away from that, can we? Bun. Nice piece of fish on our bun. This one's coming apart. It's gonna be a double stack. Just gonna load her up. Red onion, some tomatoes. Once again, cute idea. Wildly impractical. Cherry tomatoes. Like maybe one of those is gonna make it into our mouth. Oh, this is our homemade mayonnaise sauce. Give that a little shake that up, make sure it wasn't doing anything weird. Drizzle that all over it. Alright.
You want arugula or no?
Oh, we were supposed to put that underneath.
Well.
Is it still time? Slide yours off. Yours can have the arugula on the bottom the way it was designed. There we go. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. We got the arugula. We got the tomatoes, our sauce, our southern white barbecue sauce, our wildly impractical cherry tomatoes, a little crappie, some Gouda, and our top bun, also wildly impractically small. It's not dense like a burger.
Yeah. It's good.
There we go. Little thing of eggs for John. Crispy. They're like fritters, but you don't have to mix anything up. They just come like that. Wow, that is really good.
Cool.
Not too shabby. All right, well, we gotta pack it up. Yep, and get over to the Majestic Caverns. We are here, the Majestic Caverns.
Yeah. Thought I'd meet you in person.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is Justin from Solo Stove. He's the one that emailed me and invited me here to Alabama to this event called the Deep Dish.
How are you? Hey, how's it going, John?
Nice to meet you.
Justin.
Hey.
Nice to meet you. Do you want we're just grabbing some dough, but we'll come hang out towards the entrance up here.
Okay.
And there we'll go in a little bit.
Sounds good. No fish. Watch all that work for catfish, and they would come here, and there's like a giant catfish sitting there.
So this is the Majestic Caverns. It wasn't at all what I expected. Located outside of Birmingham, it's a full-featured amusement park and family center, complete with 20 attractions, a pirate ship playground, a full train, tons of games, and water park areas, mini golf, and a huge maze. Even still, none of this prepared me for what I was about to experience next when we entered the cave.
Y'all ready?
Okay.
I think so.
Oh, sure. To descend into a tale literally as old as time. Let's do it.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, wow. I feel like I got one of those bells on me still, the catfish bells. I could hear it like ring. I do.
Oh, you did? I'll give you that. Get that out of here.
This is Joy, president of the Majestic Caverns. Her family's owned the property for over 100 years, so she knows everything there is to know about the caverns.
Whoa, wow. I feel like we're walking into a like Lord of the Rings episode or something, like, you know, the...
Yeah, have any movies ever been filmed in here? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
We're really proud of them. No, it wasn't by us. There's been a few. There's a really old one that they were going to name King Cobra, and they changed the name to Jaws of Satan.
Oh, okay.
Take one step beyond horror and over the edge to terror. King Cobra.
After chatting for a bit, we were told it's finally time to enter the actual caverns. It was super dark, and I had some immediate concerns.
This cave's leaking. The lake on top's gonna come through. I'm gonna be leaking if we don't get in there and go to the bathrooms. It's a plant in here.
One's here. It showed up. Ready to rock and roll. Look at that.
Zach, what's up, man?
Hey.
Good to see you, buddy, in person, man. Thanks for coming down. Yeah.
This is DG, partnership director over at Solo Stove, and the first person I talked to, and with his adventurous spirit, we've been fast friends right from the beginning.
Find any old mushrooms or any foraging?
I did try to forage for some mushrooms here in Alabama. I was hoping to find some morels, but turns out this wasn't the best area for it, but I did come prepared with my own.
Wow. Hey, we got a table for you guys over here.
All right, cool.
Pretty cool in here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right here, because I'm going to come talk to you about the mushrooms. So you guys kind of front, I'll come over here if that's all right.
Right on.
This is Zach, by the way, our brand ambassador.
How you doing, man?
This is Matt, the owner of Urban Slicer Pizza Works and the celebrity chef for today's event. He knows pizza.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
I took out my ingredients, including the mushrooms I brought from home since I wasn't able to forage any down here, and got my workstation all set up.
Now I'm ready.
It was a far more involved operation than I anticipated, with tons of lights, cameramen, and screens set up everywhere. They were putting together the finishing touches before we went live, and the ovens were warming up, but I couldn't help my curiosity.
It's like you just picture like some giant vampire hanging from the ceiling. All the dark silhouettes of things, and then look at them. I wish we could have the drone in here. We could be up there and like camp out up there. They do like a
Solo stove overnight in a cave.
Solo overnight in up in the cracks. We should do it overnight in a cave.
When it looked like we had a free minute, I grabbed John and we snuck away. We ended up getting caught by one of the employees, but turned out he was a really cool guy and we had a great time talking, and he showed us through the caverns.
Look at that one. All the light over there.
Oh, that's gorgeous over there. I like that.
It's like sandpaper. It's all sandy.
Turns out at the back of the caverns, there's actually a cave that gets really small and goes like miles through the mountains and comes out somewhere else where you can't actually fully get the rest of the way out of it. So we're not going to try that one today.
All right, go ahead.
12 miles? All right, see you on the other side.
All right, I'll see you there.
The caves are so amazing. It's really well lit in there with these beautiful different colored lights, and the pathways make it very accessible. But more than that, there's something about the natural formations of the rock and how the ancientness of the whole thing, and the little bits of moss and stuff growing here and there, and the water coming down, that makes you feel like you're in the Lord of the Rings movie.
My precious. My precious. It puts the sauce on the pizza, my precious.
I could just stand around here and soak it in all day, but we do have another reason for being here. Let's get on to that pizza cook.
Y'all ready to cook some pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go. Get some. You should have a bag of epic deep dish from Urban Slicer in front of you. That's what we're going to be cooking. There is a prep board from Solo, pan out of the oven. We're going to set it on that bamboo plate.
All right, hey, how's everyone going? My name is Tyler DiGiovanni. I go by DG.
Is anyone getting some cave water dripping in? This is how you make real deep dish pizza. You use the the cave water is what makes it authentic. We are going to make the deepest deep dish pizza ever, officially.
Our whole mission is to make pizza making at home super simple. Beautiful venue. We'll be cooking everything on the Solo Pipe Prime, your ovens. The first thing we want to do, all of our mixes require just 1 cup of warm water. Everything else you need is in the bag, so it's super easy. So, what we have here, and then turn 180 degrees, and just continue to repeat that process. We're good either way. And we don't want any high spots. We don't want any low spots. But temperature could be. It's like 58 degrees down here. So the warmer the environment, the faster and more healthy that yeast is going to thrive. In this case,
120. I run hot. It's golden.
Now that the dough was firm, I was able to sneak a little rosemary in that I brought from home. Now is where Matt throws me off. He's putting the cheese on top of what about the sauce? What is going on here? I was all confused, but hey, when you're in somebody else's kitchen, you follow the chef.
I'm going to pause real quick because I actually want to come talk over here.
Yeah.
We got Zach Fowler. Zach Fowler is one of Solo Stove's brand ambassadors. Can I call you out for?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna call him out right now. If any of you have ever watched the show Alone, it's mental, it's physical, you gotta survive, and he overcame. So Zach is an amazing and talented person, and I wanted to talk about the toppings he brought because it was very unique. So when I called Zach and I was talking to him, he's like, yeah, we're gonna come to Alabama a little bit earlier because we're gonna go forage for mushrooms that we're gonna put on our pizza. So Zach, if you don't mind, I don't believe you actually had to forage these back home, right?
Yeah, I had to forage them at home from our local mushroom stand from the guy that grows them in his barn kind of thing.
But we did manage to forage one thing, and we're gonna experiment. We went fishing, crappie fish balls, and so we're gonna experiment and put a couple of those on as a pepperoni substitute, just to see if that's a thing, you know? That was embarrassing when you called me out so much.
First thing is better.
Let's go, boys.
Oh. These sequin shirts. Look at the side of that. It's like so thick and fluffy.
How's the crappie?
It's pretty good.
Is it pretty good?
It's almost a thing.
How's the cardamom?
The pepperoni and mushrooms better.
You gotta eat the whole pizza. We don't waste anything here. So, I'm sorry for those came by themselves.
Very good.
Good work,
I like
man.
it.
No.
How is it?
I'll try it. Which one should I try? Okay. See what you think.
I like it. He had a good idea. I think they need sequin shirts. So I know it's cheesy, but like it needs to reflect and glitter back and forth.
Yeah.
That was wild. Then you hang from a rope like they do in those, you know, upside down by your ankle and your.
Don't give him any ideas. He'll do
Good ideas, for real.
Would eat again?
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Oh, you couldn't resist.
Yeah, they said they needed some help with their fire. So here we are. There we go. It might just be a matter of keeping it going the way it is. Drop the fat and then take just the gelatin, mix that in with the burger. Looks so good. And then
man.
made a.
That sounds good.
You know, we did the hot air balloon.
Fire and let's see what happens in the same sentence. Never.
That's secondary burn. Oh yeah!
It's still Girdilli.
Yeah, perfect.
I think the H is silent.
How are you gonna pronounce that H?
Guerrera Dale. No, it's Guerrera Del.
Oh, yeah.
Guerrera Deli.
Yeah.
Ghirardelli, moments of timeless pleasure.
I think we're pretty much done. We did our thing. We got to come do a wonderful thing with Solo Stove. Ended on some sugary note and a nice sweet note to end it on with their s'mores. And now we got to drive to the airport so we can get on a flight and head home to our families and edit and make more videos for you guys. And of course for us, because heck, we love having adventures. And we like bringing you guys along. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Fowler out.
There it is.